Hey guys, welcome to the hashtag TFR Motivation Monday call. As you can see, Dondi's here, but he's working on getting us up on the Facebook page too so that we can pay attention to you, have some interaction with you, and still take it through Zoom to where we have it recorded.
Yep. What's up, Jeff?
Yeah. So we want to make sure that all of you guys know that this hashtag TFR Motivation Monday call comes to you every single Monday night, except for like Christmas Eve, but every single Monday night to give you motivation for the week, skills, tools, just motivation, right? To build your business.
That's why it's called Motivation Monday.
Right. But know that if you cannot watch it live, it is always recorded. It's always on the Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page, but it's also recorded and uploaded to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel and SoundCloud. So please go in and subscribe to those channels today so that you get notifications when we put up our recordings and also the opportunity overviews we do every Tuesday night.
And subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes and yes. So Ireland incentive trip, guys, we still have 4 months to qualify for this. If you're pushing hard and running to earn this trip, don't stop. Full steam ahead.
No, don't stop.
No, and if you have not quite decided if you're going to do it, it's time to decide and get busy because you still have 4 months to be able to qualify for this trip. So you earn points by enrolling customers and distributors. You also earn points for rank advancing and helping your team rank advance. So we have many of you that are really close. I mean, heck, Bob and Laura Robbins only need like another 70 points to earn the first position for one of them, and they're going for the 1,600. So super excited for many of you. We will do an updated leaderboard as soon as they update it at the 15th of January. But right now we want to talk about Elite Academy and making sure that you guys all have this on your schedule and you've got your arrangements made. Hotels are going fast. The ones that are scheduled right by the convention center, you want to make sure that you get a good place to stay. But know that if you schedule your flights earlier than later, you're going to get a better deal too. Yep. So don't wait around.
Because waiting around just what?
Costs you more money.
Costs you more money.
Right?
Always.
So Elite Academy, Charleston, can't wait to see you all there. And tomorrow's January 1st. So the new Pro 4 leadership call is up and running tomorrow. We have the Cunninghams coming to us, Master Pro 10s. Just know that this call is for Pro 4 leaders and above. Yep. So if you're not a Pro 4 yet, this is an incentive for you to get there. Yeah, we have to get you there fast so that you can participate in this leadership call. And you get the email straight from corporate on how to be on there. So tomorrow, it's 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time. What are we on right now? If you know, put it in the comment section on Facebook because I get totally confused because we never change and you guys always do, and it just confuses the crap out of us. So yeah, so let us know on the Facebook page. Please let us know. Hey, Shella, it's good to see you.
Emmy, Christopher Poole.
Hey,
Jeff Lavin,
guys.
Welcome, guys.
All right, so we hope that you guys have been participating in the 100 Story Challenge this month. Yeah. This is something that will help you to gain your voice and learn who you are in network marketing, but also give you the opportunity to share your short 2-minute story with many, many people. And the more you do it, practice makes powerful, right? The powerful story is what's going to help you build your business in 2019. So I hope that you've been doing that. If not, why not take the challenge now? Take the next 30 days and share your story 100 times. 100 times. Yeah. And this is part of it, guys, because we wanted you sharing your story so that you can enroll new customers, right? So we have, oh my gosh.
We're so excited for
tomorrow. Tomorrow's the actual final drawing day. And we've got over 100 of you that has actually earned tickets to be able to earn what are
these awesome prizes over here?
A hair care system, bottle of Pro Tandem NRF2, and how about a package of Axio for you guys for participating in this hashtag Biohackers holiday campaign, earning raffle tickets by enrolling new customers, reactivating old customers, and when we put the challenge out for you to share your story on Facebook, only one of you did it, and she got 2 extra raffle tickets for it. So here we are to the topic of tonight's call. We wanted to make sure that we all really moved into 2019 on the right, plane.
Trajectory.
Yes, yes, moving forward. But when you want to move forward, you have to know where you're at, right? And so we wanted to do an evaluation of 2018 and also future cast into 2019. Do you want to talk a little bit about goal setting?
Yeah. So one thing about goal setting, and maybe you're a goal setter and maybe you've been doing it for years. Maybe you're not. But one of the things that I really appreciate about those that set goals and go after the goals is the end result that they get. Because Harvard Business School did a retrospective study over 40 years of goal setters and non-goal setters. And what they found was this, and I really want you to pay close attention to this, is that 97% of people do not write their goal, or goal setters, and this is just goal setters, 97% of people do not write them down. So of all the goal setters, only 3% write them down.
Wow.
Write them down and actually reference them consistently. And because they reference them consistently in what they wrote down, and the writing down is the personal ownership of that goal, and then reviewing them consistently gave this result. And it was interesting. It was still 97.3. The 3%, this was over 40 years. Harvard Business School did this retrospective study. Over 40-year period, the people who wrote their goals down and reviewed them consistently was only 3% of the graduates of Harvard Business School over a 40-year period. But those 3% of people made 97% of the income of all the graduates of Harvard Business School. So what's the take-home message? If you're in the very, very small minority of people who write down your goals and you reference them consistently, and by writing them down, you're taking ownership, you will make the vast majority of the income. So if you're not making the income you want, maybe start with this one thing. Having goals. Most people don't have goals or don't set goals. And most of the people who do don't write them down. So write the goal, establish your goals, and write them down. And I put a thing on the Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page maybe a week and a half, maybe a week and a half, 10 days ago, whatever, on SMART goals, the SMART acronym. So they're specific, and you just go through the whole. They're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're relevant, they're time sensitive. That's the whole SMART aspect of it. Fill them out and take ownership of them, because we're going to talk about what we did probably a year ago, or a week ago, a year ago. Yeah. So probably today's the 31st. So maybe not. No, it was the 19th or the 20th, right? Yeah, of December.
We were in Mexico for our anniversary.
We were there celebrating our anniversary, and we had the easel that we brought is right over here. And we wrote out all of our goals, what we wanted to accomplish in 2018. And I'll tell you, we hit like 99.9% of them, the goals. But here's the thing, and we reviewed them pretty consistently. But there's something I want to share with you guys for the goal setters and the non-goal setters and the people that are wondering whether they're going to be a goal setter. I would just say take the leap of faith and do it. But there's something about there is something where we call the known unknowns. Is, in other words, you know what you don't know, the known unknowns. And then as you get through and you progress into developing goals, you learn the unknown unknowns, the things you didn't know. And so when you set your goals, you're coming from a known unknown place. Like, I don't have this skill set, therefore I'm going to read that book. Or I don't have that mindset, therefore I'm going to attend that seminar. So it's the known unknown. What surprised us the most, and I'll probably get emotional before we get through tonight's broadcast, is the unknown unknowns. What we discovered that we didn't know. And we did a year in review to see what did we do in 2018. Aside from our goals, what was our activities? What were our daily action plans? What was our actions? And Marcy's got a pretty amazing list that she's going to share with you guys.
Yeah, and we focused on, and I did a Facebook post this last week too about, the reviewing your 2018 before you moved into 2019, giving you 4 areas of focus to really look at. I mean, obviously there's a lot more things that you can be looking
Kristen.
at.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, for sure. And those areas are, first, your health, which that's not the number on the scale that we're talking about. We're talking about your body, mind, and your soul, right? And your spirituality, right? It's an all-encompassing. And then also in the area of love. And that's not just love here, but that's love in any relationship that you have. And so we set goals in those areas. And then obviously in fun, You have to set goals and fun, because if you don't, it won't happen. Unless you're lucky, because fun is generally something that takes a back burner, and you want to make sure that you participate in something that you enjoy doing just to keep everything fresh and balanced, right? But what we're really going to be focusing on sharing with you guys tonight is our work or our business goals, and the review that we did that really kind of shocked us quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, because of the balance that we lacked in 2018. And so we are goal setters, as Dondi said. And it's important to be goal setters. If you're a goal setter, please put in the comment section, if you're on Facebook, goal setter, so that we know you're a goal setter. And if you're a goal setter that writes it down, also put, I write them, right? Let us know that you do write down your goals, because we want you to be part of that 3% that's successful in your goals and accomplishing them. So in 2018, we had set goals on attendance of events, right? And we're talking about our business aspect of things here, our personal growth and attending events. We had set a personal goal to attend 3 outside of LifeVantage, personal growth building, business building, conferences. And so we attended the most powerful women in network marketing event of Eric Worre's.
Got the badge to prove
yes.
it. We came, we saw it, we got the lanyard.
Yes. And then we also unleashed the power within UPW, Tony Robbins.
Oh my gosh.
We attended that, and we walked on fire, guys. So we totally know that you can take control of your state, and you can get through anything at any time and be successful doing it. And then we also attended GoPro, Eric Worre's GoPro.
We came, we saw
this month, right? Those are the 3 events that we attended there. And then we obviously, because it's non-negotiable, is attending our LifeVantage corporate events. We attended all of the LifeVantage corporate events. We were able to go on 2 incentive trips. We went to the Bahamas and Puerto Vallarta. Amazing opportunities and trips, things that you want to set as goals and you want to accomplish, right? We attended all 8 LifeVantage academies, because we believe that first we need to be there to be uplifted and build our belief and gain the knowledge we need, but we also need to be there as examples to every single one of you, that we're not telling you what to do and not doing it, that we're doing it.
Lead by example.
Yeah, absolutely. We also threw in there attending an FAB, or a Field Advisory Board retreat for planning out the year for LifeVantage, and weekly meetings with the FAB. So this was all really time-consuming stuff that we were involved with. We also developed the Team Freedom Reigns website that we hope that you're using as a significant one-stop shop tool to be able to go and find it, right? Yeah, teamfreedomreigns.com. Please, if you're on here live, please let us know if you've been on the Team Freedom Reigns website and have utilized that. Because if you have not,
emoji if you have.
Yeah, we need to know, because we need to make sure that people understand the tool and the resource that they have there. We also have 4 Facebook pages that we have developed and are creating content for on a daily basis. We have the YouTube channel, the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel, that has all kinds of playlists there that is specific to, broken down into products, into opportunity overviews, into training, into teaching different things. And it's, again, one-stop shop for you. So we've done all of that. We've been doing the weekly opportunity overviews for 6 months now. The weekly TFR, the hashtag TFR call that you're on right now, has been going strong for 5 months already. Can you believe that? We've each independently read 20 plus books and reread a lot of them, or re-listened to a lot of them, for our own personal growth and building of ourselves, because we know that our business will only grow as big as we are. How about team travel on top of that? We've been to Austin, Texas. We've been to New England twice, right? We've been to Salt Lake City for the red carpet events. We've been to New York City twice. We've done all kinds of stuff here in the state of Arizona, whether it's been attending meetings, attending the trainings, going up to Prescott to do presentations, going to other areas in the Phoenix area and presenting. So all types of stuff we've done. And then we also went on a Mexico mission trip. And on top of all of that, all of the virtual support, 3-way phone calls, everything that we've done there, right? And that was all part of our goals for our business, was making sure that we were supporting and creating tools for you guys so that you can be as successful as possible in your business. And so we were really actually pretty pleased with those areas of our goals. But then we realized this is the unknown, right? This is the part that really just smacked us.
The unknown unknown.
Right.
Yeah.
Smacked us in the face is that we were so focused on you and supporting you that we have other areas in our goals that we really lacked success in because we didn't keep a balance. And that's in our business building, our own building of our business. We lacked having daily business building activities into our structure because we were so focused on providing tools and supporting you, which there's nothing wrong, and we'll continue to support you. But we know that that is somewhere that we had some lack of success, and I will not call it failure because we've learned from it. And so we've had growth from it. And so now we can move forward and gain the success that we want, we desire, we deserve, because we deserve the success, right? Just like every single one of you do. And so do you want to share your thoughts and your vision here?
It's one of those things, and we're framing it as a gaping hole in our results. Though we achieved 99.9% of our goals, it was that unknown unknown. We didn't know what we didn't know, and we didn't do it. We weren't lazy about it. It wasn't like it was that thing over there that needed to be dealt with, and we just intentionally didn't deal with it. Because we did have daily actions of reaching out and fostering relationships, and we joined BNI this year, and going to networking groups quite often and meeting new people. And every time we're out, we capitalize on the opportunity to meet and greet new people. But what we realized is there wasn't a 4-part strategy to it. And I'm gonna define what I mean first by saying something like, there's people out there that are the positivity people, that are build a vision board. And if you know, or the law of attraction kind of people, that if you put it out there, it will come back. The universe, God, whoever, the law of attraction will bring it and you will attract it. And there is some serious truth to that. But if you put $1 million, a picture of $1 million bill on your vision board, it doesn't mean you're going to be a millionaire. There are certain things that must go into it. And the first is skill set. You must have the skill set to be a millionaire, or you won't be. And that's just one of the 4 areas that I want to touch on. And that's evidenced by people who've won the lottery. And the average is 98% of people who win the lottery, wherever they are when they win the lottery, within 5 years, they're worse off than before they won because they didn't have the skill set, which leads into the next part of it, the mindset of a millionaire. And it's not just the mindset, because you can get to a mindset by making a decision. Like, I want to be successful. I've made up my mind. I'm going to be successful. But now you must have the frame of mind, or even better, the state of mind. And for those of you who understand Tony Robbins training, what it is to be in state is you have to have a skill set, you have to have a mindset, you have to have a belief system. All these things are very important. But to have a state of mind, it goes beyond belief, because you can have belief. I want to be successful, and I believe I'm going to be successful. And you can be doing incantations or affirmations, or I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be successful, and say it a million times a day. And that's all great. And you can put success pictures on your vision board. That's all great. And you can believe you can do it. That's all great. But what that is lacking is the direction and the third and fourth components. The third is the language. And so if you've ever traveled abroad to a place that speaks a non-English language and English is your first language, you know the downside of not being able to speak the language where you are. You're operating from a disadvantage. And whether you've got the translator on your app, or you've got the book you got from the library, or you're talking to people that are translating, you're still at a disadvantage. So you must learn the language. And the last is habits. Brendan Burchard wrote a really cool book on habits, high performance habits. And if you haven't read it, make it part of your reading in 2019. But you have to have, 1, the skill set. 2nd, the state of mind. 3rd, the language. And 4th, the habits, the high performance habits. And what we realized is that we had the skill set for at least to get to Pro 9 to Pro 10. At least I believe we have the skill set. We have the state of mind. We're going to get there. We set our goals. We're goal setters. We're high achievers and mentality and everything else. We have the language. We know the language of high top earners in other companies and network marketing in general. And within our company, we've also got a few vocabulary words that are exclusive to us. But what we lacked was not the habits, the consistency. of
and
habits.
Maybe some discipline.
And the discipline and the daily method of operation versus we'll get to it. And that's where we realized the shortcoming was our discipline, our commitment to our habits, and defining those habits. And it comes down to rules. And I was born and raised an athlete. So every sport has a rule book, every sport has a strategy. And there's ways to work that strategy to be a winner. And there's ways to work that strategy to be a loser. And if you're not sure, you got to work the strategy until you realize what outcome. If you have that unknown, when you didn't know what you didn't know, I remember playing baseball and a guy running from second to third base, and he stopped on the base path at shortstop because he thought it's a shortstop. You stop there to take a shortstop. And it's like, no, that's the position of the guy who's playing there. It's not the runner's job. It's not the shortstop, because he didn't know the rules. Mm-hmm. He didn't learn it until after he got tagged out. And it's like, oh, made that mistake. Won't make that one again. I understand. That's the thing. We need to learn the strategy. We need to learn the rules. And that's where we commit to ourselves, to each other, to collectively, to Freedom Reigns, and to the leadership of the people that we're talking to right now, is that we're going to, our biggest commitment and to change is going to be in the consistency and the discipline of our high performance habits, so that a year from now, we still are going to do all the things that we did that worked out great. But the unknown was that the consistency, the discipline, and the high performance habit on a daily basis. So we're going to be starting, and I'll let Marcy get into what we're planning on starting tomorrow for Team Freedom Reigns, a very specific approach in doing that and starting back to basics.
Well, and it's really for Team Dondi and Marcy is what we're going to be doing, because we need to show you, and you need to decide for yourself, right, what you're going to do. You need to set your goals. Yeah. And one thing that we also realized in our review of the year is that not only did we do a lot and spend a lot of time in support mode in not doing all of the business building activities we needed to be doing, we also had a lot of family stuff happen. We've had deaths, we've had births, we've had weddings, we've had court dates, we've had, all kinds of hills and valleys in our lives that we had to deal with. Some of them sidelined us longer than we should have let them. And so we've been able to identify that too, so that as we go into 2019, we know life's going to happen, guys. We have to make sure we have proper expectations. No, life is going to happen, but you need to also already have the plan in place in your mind. That state of mind that Dondi was talking about how you're going to react to when life happens, right? So if you have a set plan and goals and step-by-step processes that you're going to be doing on a daily basis, that even when life happens, you'll be able to understand that, okay, I still have to do this and I still need to do this, even though life is a little bit valley-ish.
Chaotic, whatever it is. It gets
right? Did anybody else have life get lifey on you at all in 2018? I mean, seriously, give me hands up, if you're on Facebook Live with us, because we know that life has done that for many of us, right? It does it for all of us, because that's where we have the opportunities to grow. It's not failures or difficulties, it's growth opportunities. So what we're going to focus on getting back to the basics on in 2019 is seriously getting back to the basics, right? So we're going to start with our basic business building activities. How about going back to that blueprint, going back to that databasing,
the fundamentals,
right? We know why we're building this business. We have boards back here, our why, our who we are and how and what and why and all that kind of stuff. We have all that. We know why we're building this business, but now we need to get back to the basics. So number one is going to be building our database. We're going to be going through our phones. We're going to be going through our Facebook accounts, our business groups that we've been part of, our church friends, people that we've accumulated over the years, and start writing them out on paper. We're also going to start adding to our database and going out and meeting new people, being part of business groups. You know what? Charities, right? We're going to be out giving more, because when you give more, you get more, right? So we're going to be adding to our database too. So Dondi and I have a goal of 500 people down on paper for our database in the next like 2 weeks. Actually, we want to have it done this week,
Yeah.
but in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have 500 people down on our database, and get into the inviting zone again, right? So if you found yourself, because you have a few people that's part of your team, you know, you've enrolled a distributor. So yeah, you need to be somewhat of a leader, but because you became a leader, you started kind of just leading and managing, and you got out of that inviting mode. You always have to stay in inviting mode, guys. And that's one of the mistakes that we did make, that we've learned from, that we have to be in inviting all of the time. And so we're going to be inviting to the local meetings here in Phoenix. We're going to be inviting to virtual presentations, even to our own opportunity overviews that we give, and then using that third-party validation of someone that's part of our team, our support team, upline, sideline, whatever we need to do to be able to get their answer or questions answered the best way possible for them, because we can't do that. Even though we're at this level in our business, we still cannot be the third-party validator to our prospects.
Right.
Okay. We can't be the answers to their questions. We're going to make sure that we're following up with them. Okay. And by the way, guys, that 500 people that we're going to be putting into our database is going to be setting us up for doing Eric Worre's 20 and 30, because we know that if we can go out and we can affect big groups of people in short amount of time, we can have more people that are excited moving forward together. Success loves speed, and speed likes mass, because the more mass you have, the faster you can get it moving. So the more people we have in our mass, the more we can produce, right? So we're going to be doing the 20 and 30s. We haven't decided exactly how many, but it'll probably be 2, because of all of the support that we'll still be giving to you as our team. Obviously, we're going to be using third-party validation in calls. As we're doing this with these new people that we start to enroll, we're also going to make sure that we onboard them with excitement, with speed, with urgency in building their business, right? And we want to see who's going to be willing to follow what we've been doing, because that's how we'll be able to identify influencers, by identifying people that want to share this information rapidly and enroll people rapidly and become hyper enrollers. Right? So we want to identify hyper enrollers. And you guys, we're not saying that we don't want to find out if you want to be an influencer or if you want to be a hyper enroller, but you have to, that's something that you show someone.
Right.
You can't just tell us that you want to be an influencer and that you want to be a hyper enroller. Go out and do it. Go out and be a hyper enroller, guys. We want you to do that. We want you to identify yourselves as leaders and as hyper enrollers, okay? Because that's really what we have to focus on, is the people that are doing the actions and being who is building the business, right? We love every single one of you. We always will, and we'll be here to support you. But hyper enrollers and influencers is what we have to really be looking for. And then, of course, streamlining our systems. So again, everything that we do, we need to have it as simple and as easy to do, so that the most
duplication happens.
Duplication happens. So, and one of the things that we are also going to be doing this year is that we are going to be focusing mainly on one area that we're going to be getting our personal growth, as in network marketing education. And we've chosen Eric Worre. So we won't be going to, other people, to Bob Heilig or to Brendan Burchard, or to all these other people, because we want to stay focused and we want to keep it simple and not get distracted over here and over here with shiny objects. So those are the things that we are going to be doing coming out of the gates, and how we're going to be doing it, as well as we've enlisted other people that are part of our crossline team members, the people that we love and respect in LifeVantage, that we've been building this with for years now. I mean, next week on the Monday call, on the hashtag TFR call, who's our guest?
Elite Pro 9, Mr. Fred Graves.
Freaking rock star, right? If you love Fred Graves, you got to give us some love, seriously, on Facebook, because he is going to be bringing it, and he's going to be bringing what the characteristics.
His topic is super awesome.
Yeah, the characteristics of winners in 2019. Who of you wants to know, what characteristics you need to have to be a winner in 2019? So we're super excited about that. And then the next week after that, we're going to go into databasing. We're going to show you our database that we've created and tell you exactly where we got them from. Okay. So, but don't wait for that databasing call to start databasing, because that's what you need to be doing at the beginning of the year, is getting started effectively with a strong database.
Absolutely. And one of the things I want to share with you guys too, with regard to Marcy was just disclosing to you guys what we're going to focus on with Eric Worre training. If you look at the entirety of the network marketing profession, there's quite a few amazing trainers. And we're not disparaging any of them. We've learned from most of them, if not all of them on some level, from Brian Carruthers and his amazing book on building a network marketing empire, and Rob Sperry on the game of networking, and Todd Falcone, the fearless networker, and Bob Heilig, and all of these guys and gals, and Susan Sly, and I don't want to leave out anybody. There is some absolute masterful network marketers out there, trainers out there. Ray and Jessica Higdon are other examples, and rank makers. And our decision to stick with Eric Worre has nothing to do with us perceiving it's the best. It's just the most in line with where LifeVantage as a company is going, because we don't want to create confusion. We don't want to bring some other type of and there really are no new principles in network marketing. They're all timeless principles. They're just kind of different takes on them. But the one that is most in alignment with LifeVantage, where we've come from as a company, where we're going as a company, and where the industry is going as a whole, is Eric Worre. So we want to remain consistent that way. Plus, we want to give out lots and lots and lots of cool swag. And we'll tell you guys, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too soon, but promotion is going to be a big part of 2019 for us. But that being said, the Eric Worre training it's so close. I mean, if you take whatever it is in LifeVantage training, our elite academies, our conventions, our blueprints, and you overlay it over basic. The Eric Worre training, it's seamless. And that's what I love about it, what we love about it. And we have a personal tie. I mean, obviously Taylor Worre, Eric Worre's son, is part of our corporate team, and Patty Worre, Eric Worre's mother, is part of our distributor field. So we have an intimate connection there. And I know that we're talking with Eric and so many things that may be coming in the future with training, but we just align ourselves with that. And when that's not saying that you can't align yourself with something else, if it speaks louder to you or more clearly to you, because that's one of the unknowns that we came in contact with, is that we don't ever want to disparage anybody from following another leader so long as they're being fed. But we do want to make sure we protect mama, to use Brandon Cunningham's term. We want to protect your business. We want to protect LifeVantage as a company. So we want to be mindful and careful of the people that we bring in front of our team to train our team, to help us train, and people that are completely on board with where we're going as a company. So the people that we bring in to train you, like the Fred Graves, and should we talk about Mr. Guy over there?
Well, no, because we're already well past our 30 minutes. So,
but we will make a commitment to you.
We
to
have
remain
lots of awesome
consistent,
people coming to teach you.
to bring top habits, high performance habits to you, to lead by example, and give you the path to follow, should you choose to, of what it can be like, what it will be like, and what it means to commit and have discipline to follow through. So we just love you guys so much.
So much.
Thank you, every one of you individually, for being part of our team. And giving us the inspiration to do this on a daily basis, because it's why we do what we do. It's all about you guys. So
super challenge for you guys is get familiar with the tools that are out there. The teamfreedomreigns.com, the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel, the Team Freedom Reigns SoundCloud, Facebook, and all of the Facebook pages, because they will be great resources for you. Please, before you ask a question of anybody that's in your leadership about products or about this opportunity, make sure that you've checked the FAQs that have been offered from the company as well, because many answers are there, and we all need to be focused on building our businesses too. Okay, so massive challenge there. Keep in mind, tomorrow night we will be doing the very first live opportunity overview that you can invite your prospects to in 2019. We're super excited to bring the information that you can share with the people you love and care about. So happy New Year's,
guys! Seriously,
it's almost here.
We love every one of you, and thank you guys so much. And thank you guys all for tuning in to us live on Facebook. I'm looking over here. Melanie, thank you. Melissa, thank you. Jeff,
everybody.
Thank you. Everybody who's commented.
Renly,
thank you guys. Emmy, thank you for the love and support that you give us, because that feeds us and makes us want to work harder for you guys.
For sure.
Because that's what we're all doing. We're all making the world a better place, because it's all about being a world changer, and every one of you is.
Now we're going to go cook some steaks and lobster tails. So happy New Year. We love you.
All right. Love you guys. Take care.